Hello everyone, welcome to Mad for Wheels. Today we have with us the TVS NTorq and we will talk about design, the exteriors, what feature it gets, the pricing ranges, how many variants are there. By the end we'll let you know if it's worth buying or not.
So coming to the variants, there are 5 variants to choose from. The base variant, the race edition, super squad edition, race XP and race XT. Except the race XP, all other variants share the similar engine. The race XP gets a slightly powerful engine which produces slightly more than 10 horsepower. All other variants 9.37 horsepower. The difference is not that much, but if you prefer higher output, you should go for the race XP. And race XT, it gets slightly advanced instrument console which consists of one TFT and one LCD display. So that's kind of a two-in-one instrument console. The more advanced features, slightly better aesthetics than other variants, but the price point is the highest. The main difference lies in the color scheme. All other features more or less remain the same, so they have determined the price points according to the color schemes mainly.
Coming to the design, as you can see from the placement of the headlight, it looks similar to the Honda Dio. The Dio was launched around 2001 and 2002 with modern features and a powerful engine. This was an instant hit throughout the enthusiast community, especially in the younger people. So let's talk about the design. So you get a beautiful DRL here. The headlight design is pretty good. It looks nice and sporty, just like every other bit of the vehicle. So let's come to the sharp cuts and pieces. You can see the indicators here are halogen as opposed to the LED ones you get in the headlight. You get beautiful mirrors. These are also get some sharp treatment. Almost all of the design aspect on this vehicle has been sharp and aggressive. So yeah, that's pretty beautiful. You also get these side panels, 125 written here. You get these cool graphic stickers which matches the overall paint finish of the vehicle. And coming to the rear, this body panel also gets some sharp treatment here with contrast color matching, and here also you get race edition written, the NTorq 125. So it looks beautiful. The exhaust looks amazing and it sounds amazing also. So they have tuned the exhaust to have a deeper bass like sound. Let's hear the exhaust bit. These are kind of pins, no, not pins, but they don't add to the functionality, they are just for the look, but it looks great. That's pretty much about the overall design. This is the hazard light. This is kind of exclusive feature, so at the time no other manufacturer gave this feature, hazard lights. The NTorq gets it. Now coming to the brakes you get a drum brake at the rear and disc brake at the front. So the brakes get a combi brake function. If you press the rear brake, the front also gets activated. So you don't need to actually put both of your hands on brake and try to juggle between the brake presses. So this pretty much does the job very good and efficiently. You also get parking brake as standard here. This feature is also pretty good. It comes standard on all of the scooters. Talking about the ground clearance and seat height, you get 155 mm of ground clearance, which is certainly on the lower side. As on the Activa, you can get 165 mm of ground clearance, and in the Jupiter, it gets up to 170 mm. It's not that critical of the issue. If you are driving mainly through the cities, the ground clearance doesn't play a very vital role unless until you are dealing with large amount of speed breakers and speed bumps. Seat height is 770 mm. Which is standard as all of the scooters. It should be a good fit for people across all the height ranges. The footbed area, this is also less as compared to Activa and Jupiter. Oftentimes people use the footbed for carrying goods and all kind of stuff. So you won't be able to do that particularly on this model, as the footbed size is pretty much on the lower side. In this particular model, you can see both 12-inch wheels in front and rear also. So what the 12-inch wheel does is, as it's bigger in size, it helps to maintain greater stability as compared to smaller wheels. So now coming to the boot space, coming to the practicality bit, you get 20 liters of boot space. So this is also, as compared to other models like Jupiter, this is also on the lower side. You get 20 liters of boot space. So let's see how much can fit in here. So this is the average size boot. You can barely fit one helmet and slightly other luggage in the boot. In the boot you get USB charger. This is also cool feature. You can charge your phone while you drive, keeping it under the boot. You also get onboard diagnostic port. So when you go to the service center, they might connect the diagnostic tool to diagnose the check engine light and anything. If there are any updates, they will update. Here you get the first aid kit and small tool kit as standard. You cannot access the boot and the fuel cap from the ignition. You have given a dedicated key space to open the boot and fuel cap. Also the fuel tank capacity is around 5.8 liters for this particular model. It is pretty standard as compared to other models. Pretty average fuel tank. The engine puts out 9.25 horsepower and 10.5 Newton meters of torque. This particular model is race edition. You also get pretty similar layout in other variants also, except the race XP, in which you get a little bit additional of the power. The engine feels effortless. Whether you are traveling with pinion or luggage, it doesn't feel exhausted at all at all speeds. Particularly, you get a little bit of vibrations in the lower end, but as you get going on the higher RPMs, you won't feel any vibrations and all. The engine is very responsive and powerful. You just have to click the throttle and you're good to go. So on the performance side, it's a pretty huge plus point for this particular model. The engine also gets a 3-valve system for the head. So the additional valve helps in putting in more air to the engine, which in turn pumps out more horsepower or more power, which generates more power. So let's come to the fuel economy. So if you are stretching the engine too much, you won't be getting a good fuel economy. You might get 30 to 35 kilometers per liter of the economy. And if you are driving on the calmer side, you can pull actually around 42 to 44 kilometers per liters from this engine, which is again a little bit less as compared to the rivals. You have to make that trade-off. If you want a performance-oriented engine, a fun-to-drive vehicle, you have to trade off a little bit of the fuel economy and go for this, as it's very fun to drive and a very sporty engine. So now coming to the tricky bits, what I don't like about this vehicle. So as you can see here, this main stand extension, as we call it, it sticks out too much from the geometry of the vehicle, and it could be hazardous for the people around or the vehicles around you when you are traveling to tight spaces, especially through the traffic. And also for the pillion, sometimes the pillion tries to get off the vehicle and puts his foot somewhere around this extension, may hurt. So the fuel cap is here and it takes up a little bit of the seat space, so you get shorter seat size. The handle end caps, as you can see, there are none here. They get pretty loose over time and they just fell off, and you have to repeatedly buy new and replace them with new working handle end caps. Another is the kick. So make sure when you're buying the vehicle to start the vehicle with the kick, because in a lot of NTorq models it is observed that it takes a lot more time and effort to start with the kick. Particularly we don't take too much attention to the kick, as all the models are button start, and when your battery drains out, you suddenly jump to the kick and you find out that it is not that pleasant of experience to start the vehicle with the kick. Coming to the instrument console, you can see it's a LCD display. It's pretty bright and slick. You can also read it on the
fair amount of daylight or sunlight. It does not fade or anything like that. Here you can see the fuel level. This is for the engine temperature, or perfectly speaking oil temperature sensor. Here you can see your trips, trip A and B, how much you have driven the vehicle. Here you can see the overall odometer reading. This is the time, and you get a mode and set button here. If you press the mode button, it switches to sport mode. The engine delivers the same amount of power for the street and sport mode. You get additional power in race XP edition. You can see when you start the sport mode, the timer comes up. The vehicle also records the 0 to 60 time. It lets you know under the 0 to 60 mark the acceleration time and all. It also covers the lap distance and the lap time. The side stand warning. And as to the modes, you get the ride statistics also. You get your top speed and average speed. Here you can see the average speed and the top speed attained by the vehicle in the past, and the lap times and all. It's pretty sleek overlay. You also get Bluetooth connectivity. You can also connect your smartphone. It tells you where you last parked your vehicle. This particular indicator shows you the notifications from your phone. If you are having a call or you have missed a call and you have connected your phone via Bluetooth, it shows you the phone notifications here. And yeah, it's pretty informative and nice and sleek instrument cluster.
If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe the channel. It encourages us to make more informative and detailed videos. Don't forget to press the bell icon so new videos will get to you as early as possible. And yeah, thank you for watching the video.